Atlas Sound is the working name for the solo career of a guy called Bradford Fox, who is also the lead songwriter, singer for an American indie band called Deer Hunter. He's used that name to describe his own music since he was 10. And Wikipedia describes it as being an experimental music project. He has released three albums under this name between 2008 and 2011. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was the second album released under the name Atlas Sound by Bradford Fox. And it's called, so you've seen the name, I believe it's Logos rather than Logos. Logos being a Greek word rather than the plural of the word logo. I don't know that for sure. I only get that from context of the names of the tracks. It would seem more in keeping with the rest of the names of the tracks than that. I don't like this album very much. I have to say, it feels like there's a bunch of not great songs which have been recorded in a not great way, which are then being added to by making the production sound very kind of echoey and wishy-washy as an effort to add something interesting to it. Now, I'm sure that wasn't the intention of the approach, to hide something or to try and make something that he didn't think was interesting more interesting by this. But it's the kind of, when you listen to it, it basically sounds like bad songs badly recorded, effectively. So it's distant and mushy and it's lo-fi. Now, let me explain the context of that term, how I'm thinking of it, which is that, so lo-fi is a term that's used for kind of retro sounding stuff. But actually, I'm using it as the opposite of hi-fi. And hi-fi was used back in probably first started in the 70s, maybe even in the 60s, which was short for high fidelity. And that meant sound systems where you could tell the different instruments apart, and they weren't all mushed together and making a continuum. So it was a higher quality, was the thought. Well, this is the opposite of that, which is that it does all mush together and it all sounds like it's a mush of sound. There's some extra noises in there as well, I'm fairly sure, but it's kind of hard to pick apart in that. Now, apparently, Bradford tends to resist efforts from engineers and producers to do polishing on his music, and I think I would agree, it sounds like it hasn't been polished. It sounds like it's been deliberately depolished, if that is a word. So there are some good things about this. There's got to be more good things about this than I have seen, because critics have really liked this, and I can't really hear what it is that they love about this. But the sound is definitely different. It's definitely experimental. And there is a kind of air of vulnerability and innocence to it, and a sort of dreamlike quality. But the bottom line for me is it's just not that good as an album to listen to, or I didn't find it so. So I'm sure there are people out there for whom this is an abhorrent opinion, and I'm a Philistine and I don't understand the superb qualities of this album. And if that's you, I'd love to know what it is that you hear in this album that I don't. So please let me know in the comments down below. Please don't be too angry with me, but let me know. That's it from me for now.